Hey guys, this is Vag, and once again, I asked Light if I could have him just go through a few things and make a video, just scrolling around some of his buildings and his base, and I just wanted to go over a few tips and tricks that I think will help all of us. You can see he's pretty far advanced. His barracks is actually level 4, and so he's able to train troops and everything. Then, you know, let's go in and see what's going on here. Okay, so when you have troops, um, your troops can be trained in the barracks, and so let's click that purple hooded 4-star there. All right, so here's the thing: you can train with all these troops. But as you can see, the cost is astronomical. So you need to have food production once you start training troops. The reason why Light hasn't trained all of these is because, one, he's been running out of food, but two, you notice he has two different types of 3-stars. So he's got these guys right here. They're the reanimated knights, and their attributes are a little bit different. And he also has the Guild Knights, which has different attributes. So depending if he ever gets into a situation where he's going to battle in a special event and they don't allow his 4-star Mystic Mages, then he can use his 3-star. And if they don't allow 4 or 3 stars, then he can use his 2-star, his Guild Assassins. And so you always want to leave some of these guys around. And very, very smartly and wisely, Light has left these guys around. And so right now it looks like Light is just trying to level his Mystic Mages. He hasn't worked on leveling the lower levels, but you can level these guys as well. Let me show you. So here's his 4-star, but there, he's in his 3-star. Now notice, if you have a troop in your party, you cannot level. You cannot use that one to train another troop. You can use an unused 4-star to train a 3-star. Why you would do that beats me. But you can. I would never do it. If you have multiple sets of 3-stars that are exactly the same, that's the best. I would use that to train the 3-star that you want to upgrade. So this is his Guild Knights, and he could actually use everything in there as well. And you can upgrade your 1-star, 2-star, or 3-star. I would never care to upgrade a 1-star. 2-star maybe, but I would only deal with your 4-star or your 3-stars. And according to what we see with Light, he's only dealing with 4-stars if he has them, and then 3-stars if he doesn't have a 4-star. So good. Yeah, he went into his 3-star Deepwood Ents. And he's saving some of these guys probably for leveling at some point. And these are his 3-star Barbaric Maulers. And so yeah, and he has different types. Oh, he could probably, yeah. So you can upgrade them, and it just slightly improves them. But there is a max, and if you notice, the max level at Barracks level 4 is 11 for a 3-star. So I hope this is not too confusing, but this is how your barracks works. All right, let's move on to a little bit of crafting here. Let's go inside. He has a level 14 forge, so he has a lot of stuff. And wow, look at all that. Minor healing potions everywhere. He's got mana potions, antidotes. Oh, he's kind of out of his antidotes. Probably used them a little too much. So he's got his arrow attack, healing potions. He's almost out. Bear banners. He probably was out of them. But you have to research all these things. And one of the most useful things is the super antidote, which gives you a lot more HP while carrying your whole party. So when you can get them, they are pretty useful when you constantly have to deal with bosses that put like poison or inaccuracy or fire on you. And then the bomb is also really nice, because it does 300 damage, and it reduces their attack by 25%, and then it keeps it for 6 turns. So the bomb against a Titan, the bomb is the bomb, and it's the best. And then he hasn't gotten around to researching the Dragon Banner, but just to give you an idea of how much this costs, it gives all heroes 30 plus attack and 30 defense for 3 turns. So it's basically a Kirill, the Dragon Banner. But look at the astronomical cost just to research. $603. That's, not dollars, 603 food. Yeah, so that's a lot, and he's probably not ready for that. Notice that you have to get to level 20 if you're going to get the Miracle Scroll, where you revive every hero. And so it's going to take a while. From what I understand, it takes pretty long. Look, if he's going to upgrade his Forge to level 15, it's at 14 currently, it would cost 753,000 iron, and it would take almost 2 full days. That's a lot. And so now you get to see a little bit of what it's like. Now I want Venglai, I want him to, yes, go to his training area. As you can see, he's got one training ground that's level 13, and this is big. Let's go inside it. And oh, he's grabbing his hero that got trained. But let's go inside it. Okay, so at level, I believe it's level 11, you can do these extra low cost trainings for 1 and 2 stars. And it's faster than the it's faster than the level 4 training that you see right here. The low cost, it takes 3 hours for 1, but the extra low cost, it's only 2 hours for 1. And it's even cheaper, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yes, it's even cheaper. So this is really awesome. And at level 11, you can research this extra low cost just to spit out tons of heroes with your recruits. And what Vainlight has done, and I've done this too, is he will actually store his recruits in here. So notice I'm going to have him bring out his recruits. If you see at the top his recruits there, he can bring them out, and he can bring out some of his food yeah, thanks Ringlight. He's bringing out his food and some of his recruits, and that's awesome. This is what you need to do. You need to store your food and your recruits in these training grounds, and this extra low cost is awesome. Now he also has researched the guaranteed rare. That means you will always get only 3-star. So when you get to level 12, you will have the opportunity to do 3-star summons only, but they take forever. I forgot how long they take. I think Banglight said something like maybe a day to 2 days or something. And then when you get to level 13, you also have a chance to train the epics, the 4 stars, but it takes about, I think it takes something like 3 to 5 days for one training, for one hero to come out. And in those 3 to 5 days, you may get a 2-star or a 3-star. Most likely you'll get a 2 or a 3. Vanglai told me he never got a 4-star, even though he's trained with it, and it just takes so long that he says forget it, because it's not even guaranteed. So because it's not guaranteed, he doesn't even bother. He just rather uses the summon. And so this is very useful. This is how you deal with your training, and I believe right here he's upgrading a training camp so that he can eventually have 2 training camps that can do the extra low, and that means he spits out 2 heroes every 2 hours. That's very smart. So this kind of gives you an idea of what a level 15 stronghold looks like, and I hope you guys like this tutorial. There's another one that I'm going to have Vein Light do just totally on farming. This one's just on dealing with the base. Thanks, guys.